North Carolina state education officials are holding their first vote this week on changes to rules surrounding NIL deals for public school student athletes.
Now, back in June, the state put in temporary rules not allowing the compensation at all. Now the state is looking to lay out what can and cannot be done to earn compensation. A presentation is scheduled for tomorrow with the planned vote for Thursday. If the vote passes, there would still be a public comment period before the final vote is taken in January. The start date for everything would be July 1st, 2025.
Now, this comes after a North Carolina mother of a public high school football player sued state leaders over his name, image, and likeness. The lawsuit claims that the state overstepped its authority by restricting his right to NIL deals. It also claims that the player could be missing out on millions of dollars.
Joining us now, our chief legal analyst, Khalif Rhodes. Khalif, obviously private school athletes, they are allowed to capitalize on their name, image, and likeness. Is this a question of equity, and does the mother and son have a claim here?
Absolutely have a claim, and the equity, you hit it right on the head. They make that argument in their complaint that, listen, you guys aren't even following your own rules, because if it was across the board that this state is a state where student athletes shouldn't be able to profit off their name, image, and likeness, well, let's look at these private students, school students that are in our state doing the exact same thing. And we're not just talking about any student. We're talking about arguably the best student in the country in terms of athlete, ranked number 1 or 2 in a lot of different polls. And so this was one perfect situation. I always say when you bring these lawsuits, you need good facts and you need good court to hear it. These are great facts. I mean, you have a kid that has opportunities. In the complaint, they listed 3 to 4 different contracts they had opportunity to sign that he's missing out on money. And so if you're talking about a case that's ripe to come before the court, this is the one. And that hearing was already scheduled. You can guarantee that hearing was not scheduled to talk about this until they saw that lawsuit. And now they were like, okay, we're recognizing that this is not going away.
So we're talking about Senate Bill 452, which again, some of the verbiage in there was to develop regulations for NIL use. Never did it say prohibit altogether. Well, and that's part of the problem. But if it's okay for private schools to do it, if there's not a harm or a danger for students on the private level, why is there a danger or a problem on the public level?
I have no idea, and there's obviously people in that room that are smarter than me, because I don't find the causal connection. I'm not figuring the logical step on how they did that, but I can say it's a reading of the words. You have to figure out if they intended to mean that when you regulate, you can't, remove, you can't cancel. I mean, I would think if you have the ability to regulate, one of the things you could do with regulating is to completely cancel it. And you could say, you know what, this is a sport, this is an option that we don't want to have, and because we have been given the authority to regulate this function within our state, which is NIL, and then we're saying we don't want student athletes to do it, I think they are within their authority. I just think they made the wrong decision, specifically because you already have private students, school students that are doing it, and you're allowing students to miss out on opportunities that they could otherwise get in other states. What you'll see is a mass exodus of students leaving the state where they can't profit and moving to states that are open to this. And so when NIL passed in the NCAA, it opened the floodgates for these types of things to happen, not just in our state, but across the country. And so this is a legal argument ready to go with lots of minefields for our state. Glad they're making this decision. Hopefully it turns out for these students for sure.